Hey guys, how's it going? Um, a little new concept
Train stop, waiting signal.
that I'm going to be doing here is I've been getting into wanting to run train dispatcher a little bit more, and there's a reason why I'm getting into this specifically because this is what could be coming our way in the not too near future. So let me see what that alert was. Okay, he's stuck up here. What I wanted to do was take you through what I would term a cycle, not being confused with an RTS car forwarding cycle, but an actual cycle for dispatching. I'm running this in real time. It's 4:30 in the sim time. It's actually 2:25 as I'm recording this. I'm not going to fast forward this. I'm going to take you through the whole process so everything is moving rather slowly. It's 4:31. And what I thought I would do is take you through some 15-minute videos a little at a time to see how certain things progress through uh, some of the challenges in dispatching.
Train stop, waiting signal.
And so I better start paying attention. So this is fine. That train just waiting at West Needles there. So when I hit next and go to, that tells me which trains are coming up. So as you can see, the Needles Sub is flooded with trains. We just had some crossing over.
Train stop, waiting signal.
And this is real time, so all these trains are actually coming up. So he's in the siding at Gobs. I've already got a train headed through here. What I normally do at the beginning of each 15-minute cycle is I look to see what trains are coming up next. So at 4:39, I got entrance BBEB, which is the U FTH bar 1. It's at 4:39, but he comes through BB to EB, which I believe is. Let me see here. I haven't run this in a while. Oh, that's not Bakersfield. So he's coming through Winslow. BB's AA to BB, I guess it is the main. So I'm gonna find out what he's doing here. New crew. I think that means it's over here. Yep. Okay. This is one cool thing about Needles too. So I'll line him up right into a crew change area. It's not simulated in Run 8 as of yet, this whole area, but what happens a lot with that yard, a lot of the tracks going on, is there's actual crew changes that go on. So I've got that one set up, and what I'm doing is I'm looking for the next, even though I'm only doing this for 15 minutes, I'm actually looking for the next 30 minutes worth of stuff that's coming out. So UP to Bakersfield's coming at 4:41. Now you can see 4:41, it's actually was called for 4 o'clock, but that's just a random delay, which is really cool. UP to Bakersfield. Okay, so he's got nothing coming out. 4:41, it's a little ways away. It's coming up. So that's coming through at Daggett. He's heading for Bakersfield. That's interesting. Okay. So I'm only giving him an entrance signal for now. And then 4:45, M bar, South Departure Yard Barstow Lac, Bar Lac 1, SDAA. So you'll be familiar with some of these different trains. So yeah, I can bring him out to here. The South Departure Yard, I got one coming into the receiving. He's got a crew change going on, so he's leaving at 4:43. We'll get him going in a minute. And 5:11, I'm not worried about at this moment because he's not coming up till there. So there we go. So we got 3 trains entering in this cycle. So now what I do is I start from one end, and he's going into the receiving yard. He's leaving at 4:43. It's 4:35. Got about 10 minutes left in this particular cycle. So I'll get him some more track. And let's see here. So he's headed for Chicago. So what I want to do is I want to give him 30 minutes of track at the start of the cycle. So take it to 5 o'clock, and then I re-evaluate everything every 15 minutes. So every 15 minutes is a dispatching cycle, and then I evaluate it, what's going on with everything else. 5:04, he's not in the cycle, so he can stay there. He's coming into receiving, everything's okay there. Trains are following each other nicely here. Pisgah, WSPN VY9, it's coming in nicely. We'll get them up to, we'll get them up a little further. It's a Z train, so I don't anticipate any issues, but I'll get them up to West Daggett for now. Now there's that train that came out, set to come at 4:41. He's going to get ahead of him way, no problem. So I'm going to give him about 20 minutes to try to get through to Bakersfield, and he'll be ahead of him, no problem. So now we got, he's at Hut, so I'll probably take him up that way. Alright, so that's good for now. Give him a little bit more track. Definitely give him more track. Bring him down to Siberia. Now, you want to check priorities as well too. So that's a Q train. He's okay. Followed by a Z. I don't think he'll get on him too much, but he potentially could. I'm just adding a stack signal. A stack is when you're actually, now that'll actually light up now. We'll bring him up to Siberia. Might give him one more, I'm not too sure yet. Hang on, what do we got here? So we got a Z train ahead of stack train. So a stack is just adding, it's like a fleet, but you're adding, see the number 1 there at Ludlow? So you're adding actual. Now if a manifest was in front of him, he could be causing a traffic jam, so that just keeps things going. Got the other guy, Danby. This guy got to get going here. I'm not paying attention to him. Q train. See, if he starts getting into yellow lights, he'll start slowing down. So get him through to here. Get him going. So we've got a Q train. We've got another Q train. We've got H bar KCK now. See, this is where I had to watch it because he'll get on his butt in no time, but that's okay. They're both needing crew changes. So for now, I'll put him here.
Train arrived at 1 territory.
And that's the announcement that'll come up whenever a train's arriving on territory, just like it said. So that way you know what's going on. Let me just check something here. So we've got, see, when you go to the next alerts, this is all your alerts that come up. So he's arrived on territory. He's going in for his crew change at Needles. And the other crew changes over here will start happening. I'm just getting off the couch here to get a little bit closer so I can make sure, because I can't see as well from the couch.
Train stop, awaiting signal.
And I'm just seeing which one stopped here. That's over at Ibis, I believe. I got a U train. you look between Goffs and Ibis, I got a lot of traffic going on. I got H-Tel bar, I got a U-Bur pit train, and then I got a V train. So, Fenner to Goffs, this is how it's like gets really pumped up rather quickly. Like I said, you do this for every 15 minutes and then you start the process again. The reason why I'm doing this now is this is what it's really traffic-wise is what you would see in Run 8, expect to see in Run 8. So there's a lot of, sometimes there's a lot of trains that even high priority trains that have to hold off just to get the flow going.
Train arrived at one territory.
I've got that V train going westbound to Ibis, and I'm thinking of crossing him over, even though that might delay the Q train. But we'll see. It's a vehicle train. I shouldn't delay that, so we're just going to keep them going. I'll just give them a signal then. So yeah, back on my couch again, so we'll stack him up. I was considering bringing him down, but I don't want to delay the Q train, so I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah, that was him. There's the train coming out of UP. And then the rest of the cycle, it's not, unless you've got a meet that you're trying to figure out as far as timing. It's a rather relaxing experience, even though we're running. It shows here I got 21 trains running at this point. So, 21 trains, not a big deal. And like I said, the point why I'm going to be start doing these videos, I don't mind recording them. I don't mind uploading them. For those that don't have Train Dispatcher and want to, get some ideas as far as my think process or my methodology when it comes to recording these. It's not meant to be tutorials. It's more entertainment, if anything. But you can imagine being one of those trains in a Run 8 simulator with AI or even player trains. And unlike sessions that just start, at a certain time and they all start off from one area, you can imagine coming onto a server, say at 4:45 in the morning, and somebody's dispatching, and this is going on. So this is the thing that I'm trying to prepare myself for, because this is the mode that this is what I've always wanted to see in a simulator. As far as dispatching, it's not perfect. Likewise, Run 8's not perfect, but this is the best dispatching software out here as far as I'm concerned. Nothing has really quite beat it. There's some that have certain qualities that are better. But this is one of the things, like in future videos I won't be talking so much. I'll just be going through the process and let me know what you think. See, and here's one where I missed right here. I can see when you're just sitting back and relaxing, you can notice that, okay, you didn't quite give him about a half an hour's worth of train. So that's a bar
Train stop, waiting signal.
He's working at Cadiz. Okay, that's another thing to go talk about. So there's he's actually bringing bear tables. I forgot to mention about those, but I'll mention that in a future video. But I'll keep him going for now. Give him a little bit more, and we're almost at the end of the video for now. And then I'll stop the clock and do it all again. So yeah, they're having a hard time. There's a big traffic jam going up the hill. So, anyways, that's all for now.
Train arrived at one